Titans, issue number 1. That's right, folks. We are in an interesting era of the DC Universe because I guess we're just not doing Justice League now. We'll see how long that lasts. I guess when they need that extra sales bump, they'll bring back the Justice League. But it's been nice to have all these characters kind of like grow on their own and do their own thing. Even nicer that the Titans get a place to like shine. What's really fascinating though is this book premieres, or debuts I should say, like a week after the Titans TV show ended. Like that's pretty cool. So that show's over. Jump into this one and read your favorite characters because they're the Justice League now. Not actually the Justice League. They're not called the Justice League. But Dick Grayson is the new Superman, like the face of the superhero team for the world. So that's a great idea. Tom Taylor, who has been writing Dick Grayson for over a year now, right? Like, how long has his Nightwing book been going on? It's been a while. He's here to write the Titans now, and Nicholas Scott, a fantastic artist, is going to be doing the artwork for this book. I'm having an absolute blast. What a fun first issue for this team. That feels very in character. It feels like a DC story, and that's really exciting. So we open up this issue with a bang, a huge effect that says bang, and it's the Flash, it's Wally West. He's been shot point blank, and no matter how fast he runs, he'll never be able to escape the bullet in his heart. And I'm like, cool, that's a great idea. Like, that's a fun concept. Like, okay. So he's like, I don't have a lot of time. I have a couple of seconds. I got to do all this stuff at once. So he runs home, tells his kids and his wife that he loves them, and then he runs for the cosmic treadmill, runs on it for a little bit. There's this blood dripping, and then he just collapses, and he's dead. And he's dead. He's dead. Wally West has just died in a location somewhere. Who knows what it is? We'll talk about it in a minute. Because we cut to the sound effect of bang, but this time it's not about Wally being shot. It's about Gar having memories of when he was shot point blank. Because you remember in Dark Crisis when Beast Boy was just shot by Deathstroke and he was left for dead? Well, we're bringing that up. So we see that Gar is turned into a little chinchilla. He's crawling under the covers just scared. And then we see that Raven picks him up. It's like, hey, you're safe. You can wake up. And he becomes a normal boy. Well, normal in terms of what Garfield is for normal. Now, here's a question. Maybe some of you longtime Titans fans can answer this for me, because I've been out of the game of Titans for a while. When Garfield just turned into a human, he's wearing underpants, but when he was a hamster or rat or whatever, he wasn't. Are they magic underpants? Is that like just part of him now where he can just make himself wear pants? Is that a thing? Either way, it's not like a big deal, but it's like, wouldn't he be naked? I don't care. I don't care. It doesn't matter. It's fun. But he's like, oh shit. Was I sleep changing again? That sucks. I guess we'll just get used to that. I got issues going on. So him and Raven are a thing. That's really exciting, and it's the big day. What does that look like? We'll talk about it in a moment, because we have to cut to a random island somewhere where Dick and Donna are just like headed down to the shoreline, and Tempest himself, Garth, that other character in the Aquaman universe, is just like standing on rocks. Not on the sand. He's not standing on the sand. He's standing on a rock off the shore of the beach, which I guess is like an artistic expression for like, he's not joining the team. So what's happening is Dick is now the leader of the Titans, which is the replacement Justice League. He's asking his friend if he'll join his team, and Garth is like, sorry, I got other things going on in the ocean. I'm actually working with somebody else. Who is it? Who's to say? Now, at the time of this video going out, we haven't had confirmation about what's going on with like the Aquaman characters. There have been set up in other books where like the Aquaman family could be getting an ongoing book soon, but currently we don't know where they are. So maybe he's working with Jackson, maybe he's working with Arthur. We don't know what Garth is up to, but he's not on the team right now. It does sound to me like they're setting up that he might be like on an opposing side against the Titans at some point. It doesn't matter. For the moment, Tempest is off into the waters to do his own thing. We cut to Bloodhaven, where Titan's Tower is now built, and like there's huge press watching the team like head into the building and just open the doors to the public. The new Hall of Justice is just like a giant T in Bloodhaven. There's a huge tree growing out of it. It's really cool. And Dick is like, So, Gar, Raven, I didn't know what like your sleeping arrangements would be, so you can each have a room. And Raven's the one that's like, no, I think we're okay. We'll share a room. And she's like, why don't we have a telepathic conversation right now? Gar will talk about like the situation. And she's like, we're good together. Everything's happy. We're all having fun. And they kiss in this telepathic communication. And then they kiss in the real world too. And everyone's like, whoa, who would have expected Raven would participate in a public display of affection? It's really sweet. Everyone's happy and is loving them. It's a great moment. And before they can even like step through the doors of the new Titans Tower where they're going to be forever, Oracle calls them because I guess she is still in the Nightwing book and I guess could play in this book too if you wanted to put Batgirl or somebody on the team later. Exciting. Because Titano is attacking a nuclear power plant. And okay, a big gorilla is attacking a nuclear power plant. That's exciting. Let's just have a big old monster fight, because that's what happens. We see that Cyborg's going to take control of like the network of the power plant. Raven's going to get everybody to safety. And Gar is like, I only have one opportunity to do this. I'm going to use it. I'm going to turn into like a big lizard crab thing. And I'm going to fight a big gorilla. And everyone's like, that's a really cool idea. You should do that. And he does. And it's cool. Now, the same time that this book is coming out, there is the new Cyborg book. It's an interesting read. If you want to read the solo Cyborg book, it's kind of fascinating, and I did check it out. He is wearing a different costume than what he's wearing here, and the characters don't feel like they're written in correlation to each other. It doesn't matter. I just want to point out that, like, if you are reading Titans right now, there is also a Cyborg limited series you can check out that is all about Vic, and that's kind of exciting. And I'll sell you on one concept about that book. He says his own version of "You should probably move." Do you remember that infamous line from the Justice League trailer where he's like, "You should probably move"? Well, he says his own version of that in the comic book, so you can check that out. It's a big fight. Everybody gets to safety. But Dick's kind of upset because, oh great, now this is going to get worse because the government's involved and they're sending in their agent, Peacemaker. Remember, folks, he's got a TV show and is prominent in the DC universe now, and he's pissed off. He's like, okay, let's kill the gorilla. And Dick's like, nope, okay, Starfire, Donna, take it down, please. So they just like one punch the gorilla, take it down. It gets sent away, and we just leave Peacemaker talking to the Titans. And he's like, okay, that was stupid. I hate all of you. You're terrible children. You're annoying. I hate that thing. And Beast Boy's like, I have questions about what the situation is. Like, how did a big gorilla sneak up on a power plant? And we see Peacemaker's like, we should just put a muzzle on that thing, okay? Just calling out Beast Boy for not being human. Man, I love a really shitty Peacemaker. It's so good. It's just like what a U.S. agent should be, but just terribler. It's great. And he's like, look, I'm here on another reason. A lot of shit is happening with this monkey. It's connected to other stuff. The president would like you to work for the U.S. government. Dick's like, no, we're not working for the U.S. government. We're not doing that because this isn't even where Donna is from. This isn't even the planet that Star is from. And this isn't even the dimension that Raven's from. Why would they be working for the United States? That's silly. And it makes Peacemaker very mad, and he gets really upset. He's like, you're making a big mistake, kids. You're all annoying. You think I'm going to trust the dude that's a supercomputer that could hack into all our systems? Like, I hate you all. You're not even human. You're an alien. You're not even a man. You're a machine. You're all terrible people. The only one I'm going to give any respect to is the man named Richard, which is such an accurate depiction of how you should write Peacemaker. Just a buffoon. I love it. So they just leave. Like, what are you going to do? Who cares? It's stupid. So Peacemaker gets out his phone and he's just like, yeah, they said no. So Waller, are they going to be a problem? They probably will. We'll deal with that later. They cut back to Titan's Tower and they're about to walk through the front door. Everyone's like, look, Gar, if you're going to be here, please, like, understand like living habits and how to behave. Like, if you're gonna wash the dishes, don't turn into an octopus to do it. It's not a good idea. And it's just kind of like a comedic moment before we get the huge reveal that there's specks of blood outside the front door. So they all rush inside ready to fight. The blood is leading to the basement, and when they get inside, they find Wally West dead on the ground. Like, he is straight up dead. And then we just see like, oh shit, this is a crime scene. Something happened to him. And then boom, there's huge like monitors that just say, solve it, solve it. There's a crime. Somebody killed me. Solve it. Amazing. And that's where the book ends. And I'm like, this is a really good way to jump into this world. When you are trying to sell the idea that the Titans are going to become the Justice League pseudo company, this is how you do it. You got all your favorite characters. You have a beautiful team up of like a great artist and a fantastic writer who understand what they're doing. It is working well. You're fighting classic characters. It's goofy, it's silly, it's anti-government. What more do you want from the Titans book? It's exactly what these characters have needed for a long time, and that's really exciting. That's very exciting. So this was a really fun time. I gotta say, I really dug it. Great introduction to this world. So, Titans issue number 1. I am going to give a 9 out of 10. Now, thank you all for watching this review. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. As always, you can check me out on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. And as always, I will catch you in the next one. Have fun. Stay safe. Good luck.